Vespasian was the sixth Roman emperor. He is considered one of the most important of ancient Rome, as he restored order and stability to the empire, which had been weakened by the excesses of his predecessor, Emperor Nero. The story of Vespasian's reign was a tale of wars and intrigues, with the protagonist being an unlikely hero by the standards of Roman history. Born on November 17, 9 AD, in Rieti, north of Rome, Vespasian was baptized with the name Titus Flavius Vespasian. His father was Flavius Sabinus, a tax collector who held an important position in his village. His mother, Vespasia Pola, belonged to an equestrian family, and his brother, also named Sabinus, became a senator. Although he did not belong to a noble family, Vespasian was a military tribune in Thrace and a financial official on the island of Crete and eastern Libya. He commanded a legion in Germany and Britain, participating in more than 30 battles and capturing at least 20 cities. Around 60 AD, Vespasian served in Africa, where he suffered the scorn of the local population who despised the Roman presence in the region. Vespasian stood out for his honesty, as he was recognized for not embezzling taxes for his own financial gain. As a consequence, he suffered financial problems and only avoided bankruptcy with the help of his brother, Sabinus. To recover his fortune, Vespasian engaged in the trade of pack mules. In his private life, Vespasian was married to Flavia Domitilla, with whom he had 3 children. Apparently, their marriage was based on love and not political ambitions, as was common at the time. While Vespasian was fulfilling his duties away from Rome, the Roman Empire was going through turbulent times. Within a few years, the empire was ruled by emperors Caligula, Claudius, and Nero. Around 66 AD, Vespasian became part of Nero's imperial entourage in Greece, a position considered of great importance. However, Vespasian made a terrible mistake. He fell asleep during one of Emperor Nero's endless and tedious recitals. Nero was feared for his volatile personality and had already ordered the execution of other people who had disrespected his artistic performances. Vespasian fell into disgrace and fled to an obscure country town, hiding for fear of becoming a victim of Nero's wrath. To Vespasian's relief, there was a Jewish rebellion in 67 AD. Nero needed a commander who knew ways to expel the Jews from their walled cities, and Vespasian was pardoned. At the age of 58, Vespasian went to Judea commanding 2 legions, with 8 squadrons of cavalry and 10 auxiliary cohorts. Eventually, thousands of Jews were killed, and the Romans destroyed many cities to re-establish control over Judea. During this conflicted period, Vespasian is remembered as a just and humane officer, using violence only when necessary. Everything changed in 68 AD when the Emperor Nero suffered a coup d'etat and was declared a public enemy. Nero fled Rome and committed suicide. His death began the period known as the Year of the 4 Emperors, where between 68 and 69, there were 4 Roman emperors. After a brief period of civil war, Rome witnessed the rise and fall of 3 Roman emperors. The first to assume the office of emperor was Galba, and he was assassinated by Otho, who became the next emperor. Otho committed suicide after being defeated at the Battle of Bedriacum, where he faced a rebellion led by Vitellius. With this victory, Vitellius was proclaimed emperor. Rumors against Vitellius were quickly born among the Roman legions. By this time in his life, Vespasian was already a general admired by his legions, and even by other important generals in the Roman army. Vespasian's rise to emperor occurred in an unusual way, as he showed little interest in politics. Some increasingly detested Vitellius, and Vespasian was proclaimed emperor by his own legions, who swore him total loyalty. Other generals serving in the East quickly encouraged their legions to join Vespasian, making him master of half the Roman world. Vespasian acted quickly and sent troops as far as Italy to confront Vitellius. Meanwhile, he crossed Egypt and captured Alexandria, cutting off the supply of grain to Rome. Vespasian was the first Roman emperor since Augustus to visit Egypt. At the Alexandrian Hippodrome, he was hailed as a pharaoh and proclaimed by the Egyptians as the son of the creator deity Ammon. While still in Egypt, the Roman Senate recognized Vespasian as emperor on December 21, 69, beginning the Flavian dynasty. Vitellius was defeated by Vespasian's forces at the Second Battle of Bedriacum. Vitellius was captured, tortured, and killed. Upon his arrival in Rome, Vespasian was welcomed as the new Roman emperor on December 26, 69 AD. Vespasian was an effective emperor. One of his first acts was to restore the army's morale. Then, he rebuilt many of the houses and buildings burned during the last days of Attilius's reign. Vespasian built new temples and the huge Colosseum, also called the Flavian Amphitheater. The ancient historians who lived in this period, such as Tacitus, Suetonius, and Josephus, speak highly of Vespasian while condemning the previous emperors. Many other philosophers and writers had their works confiscated, destroyed, and denounced because they were considered too critical of Vespasian's reign. Several Stoic philosophers were accused of corrupting students with improper teachings and were expelled from Rome. Vespasian was known for his intelligence and kindness, along with his dominant personality and military talent. He was liberal with senators and with cities and towns devastated by natural calamities. His appearance was quite modest, being a bald man with a broad face and retracted chin. Vespasian was a sarcastic and jovial humor, a rare trait in such an important ruler. After ruling the empire for a decade, Vespasian contracted an illness while traveling through Campania. Upon his immediate return to Rome, he headed for his customary summer retreat to the hot springs in the Sabine Hills. The natural springs could do little to help the condition, which worsened dramatically, evolving into diarrhea. Even though he felt death approaching, Vespasian did not lose his sense of humor, saying, "I think I am turning into a god." According to the Roman historian Suetonius, Vespasian, suddenly consumed by illness, said, "An emperor ought to die standing up." And, as he struggled to stand, he died at the age of 69, in the arms of those who tried to help him rise from his bed. Vespasian was among the few Roman emperors to die of natural causes, a testament to a successful reign. For the first time in Roman history, a Roman emperor was succeeded by his own biological son. Vespasian's eldest son, Titus, became emperor. After his short but successful reign, Titus's younger brother, Domitian, took over as emperor. Vespasian's story is an example that sometimes those who do not desire power turn out to be the best rulers.